Most people use only one type of thinking. And it's limiting everything they do. You approach every problem the same way. Make every decision using the same mental process. Default to the same pattern of thought. Not because it's the best approach, but because it's the only one you know. But psychology has identified distinct types of thinking. And each one serves a different purpose. Understanding which one you rely on, and which ones you're missing, might change how you solve problems, make decisions, and understand yourself. Convergent thinking is focused, logical, goal-oriented. It's the type of thinking you use when there's one correct answer and you're trying to find it. Math problems, standardized tests, technical troubleshooting. You take multiple pieces of information and converge them toward a single solution. This is the thinking most valued in traditional education. It's linear, analytical, methodical. Strengths: efficient for well-defined problems. Good for tasks requiring precision. Works well under structure and rules. Limitations: struggles with ambiguity. Narrow focus, misses alternative solutions. Not great for creative or open-ended problems. When you use it: following instructions, solving equations, finding the right answer. When it fails you: when there's no single right answer. When creativity is needed. When the problem is unclear. If you rely exclusively on convergent thinking, you're great at solving puzzles but struggle when life doesn't present clear options. Divergent thinking is expansive, exploratory, creative. It's the opposite of convergent thinking. Instead of narrowing down to one answer, you're generating many possibilities. Brainstorming, ideation, what-if scenarios. This is the thinking artists, innovators, and creatives rely on. It's open-ended, non-linear, comfortable with ambiguity. Strengths: generates creative solutions, sees possibilities others miss, thrives in uncertainty. Limitations: can be overwhelming, too many options. Struggles with decision-making, lacks structure, hard to execute without convergent thinking. When you use it: brainstorming ideas, exploring options, creative work, imagining alternatives. When it fails you: when you need to actually choose, when too many options create paralysis, when execution matters more than exploration. If you rely exclusively on divergent thinking, you're full of ideas but struggle to implement any of them. The most effective thinkers use both. Divergent to generate options, convergent to choose the best one. Critical thinking is analytical, skeptical, evidence-based. It's the thinking you use when you're evaluating information, questioning assumptions, and determining what's actually true. Not just accepting what you're told. Examining it, testing it, looking for flaws. Strengths: separates fact from opinion, identifies bias and logical fallacies, makes better decisions based on evidence. Limitations: can be overly skeptical, paralysis by analysis. May dismiss intuition or emotion, both have value. Slower process, not ideal for time-sensitive decisions. When you use it: evaluating arguments, reading research, assessing credibility, making important decisions. When it fails you: when you overthink simple things, when skepticism becomes cynicism, when you can't trust anything because nothing is proven enough. If you rely exclusively on critical thinking, you're thorough but may struggle to act because you're always finding reasons to doubt. Creative thinking is imaginative, unconventional, pattern breaking. It's not the same as divergent thinking, Divergent thinking generates options. Creative thinking generates original options. It connects unrelated ideas. Sees problems from new angles. Breaks free from established patterns. Strengths. Innovates rather than replicates. Finds solutions no one else considered. Thrives when conventional approaches fail. Limitations. Ideas may be impractical. Can seem random or unfocused. Requires other thinking types to refine and execute. When you use it. Problem solving when stuck. Art. Innovation. Reframing challenges. When it fails you. When you need proven methods. When the unconventional approach creates more problems. When others don't understand your vision. If you rely exclusively on creative thinking, you're original but may struggle to make your ideas digestible or actionable for others. Abstract thinking is conceptual. Philosophical. Pattern-focused. It's thinking beyond the concrete. Beyond what's immediately visible. It deals with ideas, theories, metaphors, and principles. When someone says, "Think big picture," they're asking for abstract thinking. Strengths. Sees overarching patterns. Understands complex systems. Connects dots across domains. Limitations. Can be too theoretical, disconnected from reality. Struggles with practical details. May overcomplicate simple things. When you use it. Philosophy. Strategy. Understanding systems. Making sense of complexity. When it fails you. When you need concrete action. When details matter. When people need practical steps, not theory. If you rely exclusively on abstract thinking, you understand the big picture but may struggle to execute in the real world. Most people have a default. Some people are natural convergent thinkers. They want clarity. Answers. Structure. Others are divergent. They love possibilities. Exploration. Options. Some are critical. They question everything. Need evidence. Think carefully. Others are creative. They innovate. Break patterns. See what others don't. And some are abstract. They think conceptually. Philosophically. Systematically. None of these is better. They're just different tools. The problem is when you only have one tool. When every problem looks the same because you're using the same thinking style. The most effective thinkers are cognitively flexible. They shift between styles depending on what the situation requires. They use divergent thinking to explore. Convergent thinking to decide. Critical thinking to evaluate. Creative thinking to innovate. Abstract thinking to understand. And they know when to use which. You don't need to be good at all types of thinking. But you do need to recognize which one you default to. And which ones you avoid. Because the problems you can't solve might not be about effort. They might be about using the wrong type of thinking. And once you expand your cognitive toolkit, you stop being limited by your default. You start choosing the thinking style the problem actually needs. And that changes everything.